going to say whether it's true. Or remember, a premise is you assume to be true. So let's say Spider-Man can climb walls, regardless of it's true or not. Hulk can lift a mountain. Let's say Hulk can. Hulk is supposed to be strong, right? So we have Spider-Man that can climb walls. We have Hulk that can lift a mountain. These are very specific things. And I'm going to go to a general statement, therefore inductive reasoning. And I'm going to say all superheroes have powers. True? If you are a superhero, and the key word is all, it doesn't say most. If it said most, then I would probably say it's a strong argument. But weak, I would say this is weak. There are quite a few superheroes that do not have powers. Can anyone name any? Batman, right? Anyone else? I don't know my superheroes, but I know there's more than just Batman. Iron Man? He doesn't have any powers? Well, I'm looking for people that doesn't have powers. That's a superhero, Mr. Parks. I'm a superhero, and I have no powers. Say it again. Yeah. So you're saying superheroes to you could be like police officers and teachers and all superheroes. I appreciate that, and we don't have powers that you know of. So I would say that's also weak. Let's cross off this word. I forgot to take it off from last year. Let's make it into a complete sentence. Laura is nice to Maria. Assume that's true. Even if Laura is not a nice person, let's assume it's true. Laura is nice to Maria. Maria is nice to Laura. Assume those are true. They're nice to each other, right? Conjecture. They follow the golden rule. Would you say that's strong or weak? So you're nice to her, she's nice to you. So I'm going to say that you both follow the golden rule. And what is the golden rule? You guys know?
Always be kind.
You could say that. Always be kind. I believe the golden rule is treat others how you want to be treated. So if you go to the grocery store and you're rude to your cashier, then if you're ever a cashier, you're expecting other people to also do that to you, right? If you're rude to other people, people tend to be rude right back. And if you're nice to other people, people tend to be nice right back. So just treat others the way you like to be treated. And I would say that's a strong argument that they probably follow the golden rule. We don't know enough about Laura and Maria besides what's presented here. But I would say, based off what we know, and assuming that those are true, that is a strong argument. And because I don't know Maria and I don't know Laura, then I'm going to say, counterexample, even though there might exist one where I've seen one be mean to the other, I'm going to say not enough information, especially without last names. So your skill today is, can you identify an argument as weak or strong? And if it's weak, can you provide a counterexample? If it's a strong argument, then there probably shouldn't be a counterexample. Does that make sense? Not everything has a counterexample. Homework. I'm going to change the homework a little bit. There's other words: deductively valid, inductively strong, inductively weak, or worthless. I just want you, just to make it simpler, we don't need to go into all, I mean, when you guys take future math classes, you'll do this. But let's just say strong or weak. We made it a lot easier. So on each of these, you're going to say strong. If it's strong, I don't need a counterexample because it's probably true. If it's weak, put a counterexample. And if a counterexample pops in your mind instantly, it's probably a weak argument. Okay, so you're going to go through strong. Either you write down strong or you write down weak with the counterexample on each of those. And then I should have put on the back this. I accidentally put a blank page on there. But for these, all of these have counterexamples. That means they're all weak, possibly worthless. Could just be random made up stuff. So go through and find me counterexamples. All girls like ice cream. The word all, you cannot generalize human beings. Can you think of anyone that doesn't like ice cream that's a girl? By the way, these are all weak, so you don't have to identify them as weak. Do you like ice cream, Christina? Anyone not like ice cream in here? Do you think anyone exists that doesn't like ice cream? Can you think of anyone? Who? Who? Lactose intolerant people probably don't like ice cream. Or maybe their bodies don't like ice cream. I bet they like ice cream. But yeah, I would say, surely you know people that don't like ice cream, right? And so, or if you don't know a specific person, you could say as your counterexample that there are many people that don't like ice cream. Okay? So, our target today was, can you identify strong and weak arguments? And then, if weak, provide a counterexample. So I ran out of room there. Counter example, you look in your notes, C-O-U-N-T-E-R, and then the word example. So can you look at an argument, determine if it's strong or weak, label it strong or label it weak, and then with the counterexample. I am a 4. So while you're doing this, like an example would be, you know, people used to think the world was flat. Right? There's people, even to this day, who feel the world is still flat and that everything's just made up. And you can imagine why, if you're not up in the air and airplanes don't exist or rockets don't exist and you're walking, you just go flat surface. And it wasn't until someone went up in the air and looked at the world from way up afar that they said, whoa, it's just a sphere, right? The world is not. So sometimes, and this happens in science a lot, where we assume something's true, we assume a dinosaur is a certain size, we think that things are true. Oh, oops, Christopher Columbus didn't discover, right? So that mistake. So sometimes we assume things are true and then we find out later that they are false. Homework. And again, it is. And because I accidentally give you 100 points for each, today's homework's worth 200. Can you complete 9 patterns? Can you apply for today? Strong verb provide counterexamples. We will finish this unit next week and plan on a test next Friday. Next Friday, that's the majority of your grade. If you know you're not going to be here, you need to talk to me. That's all I have for today. We know what homework pages are, correct? Good luck.